All right. What's up, everybody? Christian Ballard here with Ballard Sports Media. Here today with Off the Court. I was going to do the Foul Out yesterday, the live MLB show that I have on Mondays, but I got caught up in some school and some family stuff. Got family visiting and all that. So, but found some time this afternoon to do Off the Court. And just a note and a heads up, I will no longer be reacting to any basketball games. I really can't watch anything live, so I'll still catch like highlights of games and stuff, but Hulu jumped the price or whatever on live TV, so my parents got rid of the live TV that we had. So, but anyway, not trying to share too much of family business or whatever. But anyway, feel free to hop in the chat. We can talk during this. We can I love, and I've said this before, but I love getting a chance to, communicate and talk with, my viewers. So, anyway. So, it's March now. The third day of March, that is. What does that mean? Well, that means basketball is over. Well, almost over. Talk college stuff. You see on the screen already. Got the title up. Expert picks for the tournament. The selection show isn't here just yet. But we do have the conference tournament. Tournaments, I should say. There's, one for each of the Power 5. The Big 12, the Pac-12, ACC, SEC, Big Ten, all that. Right? Looking at these experts' picks, people, and the ACC is probably the most interesting. I'm seeing a list of experts. Who is it? I don't know who these guys are, but Metcalf, Borzello, Gasaway, and Schultz. In the Mountain West, they all got San Diego State. Well deserved. San Diego State's one of the best teams in the league right now. I'm not going to go through all of these, but you can look at the main ones. ETSU is picked by all of those guys to win the Southern League in Asheville, the Asheville Southern League, or whatever that is. Wright State in the Horizon League in Indianapolis. Big 12 tournament. That's going to be in... Oh, this is saying where all of these are, I guess. Kansas City, Missouri. Which, by the way, is kind of weird, right? Everyone... And this was kind of a funny joke when Kansas City won the Super Bowl, right? Like, they won the Super Bowl, and it's like it's going back to Kansas City and Missouri or whatever, right? I think it's ridiculous. It's kind of funny, that people actually thought it was in Kansas. I thought it was in Kansas. I'm not trying to rip on anybody. I thought it was in Kansas too. It's in Missouri, So, I see there's one watching. Feel free to hop in the chat and be happy to read comments. But anyway, so Kansas City, Missouri is where the Big 12 tournament will be. Three of these experts picked Baylor. One picked Kansas. I don't know who I like there. Gonzaga is picked to win the West Coast. No surprise there. That's one of those that it's Gonzaga and everyone else. But, of course, as we know, the ACC is the most entertaining conference in basketball. Duke is the upper class, if you will, premier program of the ACC. But this year, it looks a little different. And there's always great teams, but Florida State and Louisville are two teams you want to keep your eye on, right? I want to see those two teams do well. I really, and listen, I'm not biased. I don't care what happens or who makes it in the tournament. Obviously, I want to see Alabama make it in from the SEC as a Bama fan. But just for entertainment purposes, I want to see something where maybe Florida State makes it in, or maybe Louisville makes it in instead of Duke winning the ACC this year, right? Because we know how good. I want to see how Florida State and Louisville actually look. I haven't seen a whole lot of action from them, right? But that would shake things up, and that will be very interesting to see. You look at the Big Ten. You look at the teams ranked in the Big Ten in the top 25. You got Michigan State at 16, Ohio State at 19, Penn State at 20, Wisconsin at 24, Michigan at 25, and Illinois at 23. I think Illinois is in the Big Ten. I could be wrong, but yeah, they are. That's in Indianapolis. That's going to be the Big Ten tournament is Sunday the 15th of March. Of those four experts, one picked Illinois. Michigan was a pick, Ohio State and Iowa. I don't know who I like. That's interesting. Something to keep your eye on, I think. And of course, the SEC, listen, someone picked Florida. I'm not going that far. Florida is an interesting team. They beat Alabama this year in double overtime in Gainesville. Auburn made the Final Four last year. They're ranked 17 in the nation. Kentucky's at 6. They are the favorite to win the SEC. Listen, you are crazy if you're sleeping on Kentucky. They're the first in the SEC. They've only lost 5 games. They're 6th in the nation. Keon Brooks Jr., Ben Jordan, E.J. Montgomery. They got great talent. Calipari's done a fantastic job there. Or is it... Am I thinking of someone else? Hold on. John Calipari is the Kentucky coach. I get they didn't make the Final Four last year. They hit a rough patch in the SEC. I think they did actually make the NCAA tournament, though, but someone correct me if I'm wrong. Because I know Auburn made the Final Four last year. Fell short to Virginia. And, of course, again, Virginia went on to win the title against Texas Tech. And, so Kentucky is just in a great position right now. Don't be shocked if they win it all. Don't be shocked if they don't even be shocked if they lose. They're one of those teams where it's like, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, right? If Florida wins the SEC, oh my goodness. No, come on. The consensus picks. What is that? I've heard of this, but hold on. Let me Google this. Consensus. General agreement on here. A general agreement is Duke wins the ACC. Creighton wins the Big East. The Big 12 is Baylor. Big 10, there's really no full agreement, but those 4 teams, Illinois, Michigan, Ohio State, and Iowa. Pac-12, Arizona, SEC. Everyone is so on board with Kentucky. Can you really blame them? Kentucky's one of those teams. They are the best in the SEC. And it's not even close. And I'm not trying to throw Auburn or I'm not trying to throw anyone under the bus. LSU had a great year. Ranked 22 until Alabama beat them. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus whatsoever in the SEC, but just from a talent standpoint, from a consistency standpoint, it's Kentucky, and it's not even close in the SEC. I'm just gonna say it like that. Hang on, there we go. Phone needs to charge, and thought it was plugged in, but anyway. So from the Pac-12, it's Arizona. Who cares? The Pac-12 in basketball is not that impressive. Obviously, someone's got to win the Pac-12 tournament. Somebody's got to make it in. Somebody. And they're picking Arizona. Arizona's a decent team, but come on, no one really cares. We're focused in on the Big Ten, the ACC, and the SEC. I think those three conferences. Now, if you're looking at the American League, the Big 12 and all that, that's fine. I get it. But those, I think for myself, though, I'm focused in a little bit more on the ACC, the SEC, and, you know, the Big 12. Kansas and Baylor most likely will meet up for the Big 12 tournament final, the Big 12 championship. The Atlantic 10, I've mentioned before in the rankings, a school called Dayton. I guess that's like Dayton, Ohio or something. Someone let me know. But they are a pick to win it. I think in the Atlantic 10, isn't it them and everyone else? There's really nobody. Right? So, anyway. So, March Madness is here. A lot of great stuff to, watch, talk about. I won't really be able to stream games or really watch them. I'll catch highlights on YouTube and all that, of course, but and I'll talk, but it's that time of the month, it's that time of the season where a lot's going to happen these next few weeks as we get closer to the tournament, as we get closer to the NCAA tournament. We get closer to the end of the season, the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, the Final Four, the championship. It's all up for grabs, too. Anyway. Really, who isn't in the Pac-12? Big 12 is Baylor or Kansas. ACC, it's Duke, FSU, and Louisville tied, trying to make a run at it. Could win it. It's those three. Kentucky and Auburn in the SEC, so there's that. Moving on from that, going to the NBA. Type this up real quick. The NBA rankings. Rockets trying to rise up to the top, but they're doing it very, very slowly. Well, they're in the Western Conference, ranked number 4, only behind the Lakers, the Nuggets, and the Clippers in that order, from top to bottom. The Nuggets, the Clippers. I think this year, you look at it, it's weird. I think the Western Conference has been the better conference, or at least a more entertaining conference at that, this year. So, when you look at this, where is it? Power rankings. Here we go. Milwaukee Bucks are at the top of the power rankings, right? They're 52-8 on the season right now, played 60 games. Lakers right behind them, 46-13 the record. I even called this, did I not, a few weeks ago in a previous episode. I said Lakers and Bucks for the finals. That's what it's looking. I'm calling that, man. And you look back at the let me see. When was this posted? March 2nd. So yesterday. They play on Friday, the Bucks and Lakers. So that's in LA too. They played earlier in the season back in December, and it was a 111-104 win for Milwaukee over the Lakers. So you have Milwaukee 1, LA Lakers 2. You got the Clippers at 3. Number 4, the Raptors. Number 5, the Celtics. Number 6, the Rockets. And I could go on, but, you look at these standings and everything. And, I mean, we could see, for the finals, the Bucks and the Lakers, we could see, and listen, you can say whatever you want about the NBA. Oh, no way this team beats that team or whatever. I think when you look at it, we could see something like the Bucks and the Rockets. We could see the Celtics and the Clippers, or, whatever, right? I think if you can make the postseason, you have a chance at the title. Obviously, you're in the postseason. But the question is, who's going to catch up to the Bucks? Do the Raptors have enough to catch up to them? Do the Clippers or the Rockets or the Nuggets have enough to catch LeBron, Kuzma, Anthony Davis, and the Lakers? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see what happens these next few weeks. Finals are, what are they, early May, I think? Something like that. So. Move that. So anyway, really don't have a whole lot to talk about, but still quite a bit of NBA stuff, getting really close to the postseason and college basketball and all that, and definitely some stuff to keep your eye on as we get closer to the end of it. So. I mean, the Sixers have a chance to win the Eastern Conference. I'm not calling it. I wouldn't favor them. But, again, the NBA is one of those... It's a pro sport. A pro sport's a pro sport, right? And a game's a game's a game. A team is a team. I could go on. It's up for grabs. We may not see the Bucks make it to the conference finals. Right? There's still plenty left to be played. We will see what happens, though, as we get closer. So, just some stuff to watch there. So, the Rockets are slowly rising up a little bit. They have a chance to make it pretty far. I have the Lakers and Bucks for the NBA Finals this year. Gonna be interesting to see what happens. I won't be surprised if I get that right. I mean, it'll be the first time in ever that I actually get something right for a championship. Not for a matchup or whatever, but because I've called it's gonna be Alabama and Clemson. Of course, everyone called that, but I don't know if everyone's calling the Lakers and the Bucks for the finals, right? I really don't know. But anyway. So anyway, that's pretty much it for today. Didn't really have much, a whole lot, but I'm not sure if I'll be on Thursday. I got family visiting this week, so we'll have to see what happens with the schedule and everything. But since I had an opportunity, I wanted to come on and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna fly. Come on. So. Let's see. There's an interesting game on at 10 o'clock tonight. The Lakers and the Sixers. Again, both teams are playoff contenders. That'll be a very interesting game to watch, I think. And so we will see what happens there. And by the way, I reached out. If you sports YouTube fans or whatever, I want to go ahead and announce this, but I am planning on being, and if you haven't heard of Uncle Lou, go check him out, look him up, subscribe to him. College football YouTuber, does quite a bit of trash talk, but he's pretty cool with it. I will be on, I plan on being on, well, I say I plan on it, but we pretty much scheduled for this upcoming Monday, a week from yesterday. On Monday, March 9th, at around 8 or 8:15, I guess, I don't know, he calls me up or whatever, but I plan on being on the morning show this upcoming Monday, a week from yesterday. Don't miss it. If you have not subscribed to Uncle Lou, you're missing out. He's awesome. Go check him out. Go subscribe to him and BVD and all that. So, I wanted to just go ahead and kind of announce that or whatever, but wasn't going to leave y'all hanging with that, because if you found out, you didn't tell us. You didn't say, hey, I'm going to be with Uncle Lou. But anyway, so if Uncle Lou's watching this, do appreciate it, sir, for giving me an opportunity. But anyway, so anyway, that's pretty much it. Wanted to throw that out there. Come on and talk some basketball and all that. I know I didn't get a chance yesterday to talk some MLB, so hopefully next Monday I'll get a chance to. And I guess that's pretty much it. Hit the like, hit the subscribe if you're new. Comments are always appreciated. Always appreciate it. So that's pretty much it. Just wanted to come on here, do a quick live stream off the court like I do on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Again, with family visiting this week, not completely sure what Thursday is going to look like. I should be able to do the foul out next Monday. What's up, Hokey for Life? You're a little late to the party. I was fixing to get off. But so I should be able to do next Monday for the foul out. But again, this week's going to be somewhat busy. So anyway, hey Charlie. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching. If you did, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Comments always appreciated. And that's pretty much it. Hey. Anyway, until next time, Ballard Sports Media. Checking out.